Good morning, motherfuckers. Hello there. My God, my brain is dying. It's way too early for me. Fuck. All right, let's see. Let's move on to the other scene. Hello there. Holy shit, it's so early. Ah. So I started my lesson around 10 a.m. So I woke up like 2 hours before, like maybe 8 o'clock. So that 8 o'clock is too much for me. It's way too early. Oh shit, I'm still yawning. Our fathers taught us not to be ashamed of our Russianness because delicious kvass and borscht and all that. Yeah, okay. Hello, Russians. Привет, товарищ. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Is it still on reverb? Reverb! Echo! No echo. Oh my God. It's never early in Russia. Too many time zones. That's true. But in St. Petersburg, isn't it like around 5 in the morning there? Hello, Vtakchimana. Allow me to ask you this one question. What do you think of Vladimir Ilyich Lenin? Also, if you got any questions on Soviet history culture, I would be glad to. Lenin is dope. I have read most of his essential writings, like State and Revolution, What is to be Done. What else is there? Left Communism and an Infantile Disorder. What else? Imperialism, the highest stage of capitalism. I mean, I did my basic reading of Lenin. But yeah, I mean, would be dope to actually have, like, you know, someone Russian to fact check some stuff, because, you know, a lot of the history is kind of ass. Western history. Okay, let's see. All right, Fuzzy Nuts. Hey man, I listen to your songs while I work out. Motivated me to get back in shape. To try to enlist in the army, not a veteran or prior service. Okay, I mean, you know, do what you gotta do to get to do whatever you want in life. Which army though? I mean, you know, if you're any like leftist of any ilk, you would be like a fucking idiot if you don't read Lenin, at least. I mean, are you really a leftist if you don't read Lenin? I don't know. Maybe you're just a liberal. And we are not friends. I don't like you. Okay. I can't read Cyrillic, so, you know, even if you type Cyrillic, I wouldn't be able to read it. Just chill on the Russian, please. If you want me to, like, actually understand you. Lenin lived, is alive, will live. Yes. The U.S. Army Infantry, to be exact. I mean, you know, like, why would you want to be in the military? Why would you want to be in the U.S. Army of all armies? The joke that Lenin is a mushroom. No, that's not a joke. Why would you say that? Fucking revisionist? That's pure revisionism. Who said that Lenin is not a mushroom? Mana, I studied history real good in my school years. Would not say it's my specialty as I'm a physicist. But at least I know what is true and false throughout Russian history. Okay. I mean, Mark, tangents, are you Russian? And Lenin is young again. Hello, Mochi. Konbanwa. I believe you're a devil roses. Seriously. What? What is that? Best jobs program in the US in the military. Takchi comrade. Yeah. You're a fucking... If you think that Lenin is not a mushroom, you're a fucking revisionist. Get out of my chat. That we have a historian slash physicist. Why? Well, because as a child, it was always my dream to be a soldier, to be a strong, brave soldier that I looked up to. But the thing is, do you understand how imperialism works, though? Like, I mean, if you think that it's like a what do you call this? Like an honorable job. But the thing is, like, you might be like, you know, you might think that it's like honorable to do it, but like serving as an imperialist tool probably, you know, it's not how you imagine it to be. So maybe try to reconsider if you really want to be in the military. You could be a firefighter, you know. I think firefighters are a lot better. Because they actually save lives. But like if you're a US soldier, most likely you contribute to like stupid wars. I'm not gonna mince words. You know, the US has been involved in like so many wars. Like really, like it's a war-mongering country, and they're just projecting to other countries like, oh yeah, this is a bloodthirsty nation. No, fuck you. You have been waging stupid wars and intervening in democratically elected governments in Latin America throughout these years, and you call yourselves like what? I mean, and also dropping bombs on children in the Middle East. Like really, that's not an honorable job. I don't think there is any honor in serving imperialism. I'm sorry, but that is my take. And the thing is, I'm not really sorry because this is factual. Like you can't believe what you want, but the thing is, like, the world is the reality is, you know, it is what it is. Are we talking about the current wars or all of the wars that happened in history, like in modern history, since the USA has been established, right? You'd be lying to yourselves if you would say like, oh yeah, America is a peace-loving country. Now fuck you and fuck off. You do not belong here. You probably live in a fucking bubble. I don't know. If you're still in denial that the U.S. military is the single most contributor to, like, I don't know, wars and also pollution. Like, what the fuck, man? They're just everywhere. First time watcher, likely last time too. I just wanted to stop by and tell you how much I love your covers. I'm going to leave now because this sounds very real. Okay, sure. Whatever works for you. Mark was wrong. Lenin explains why revolution comes at the weakest link in the chain of imperialism. Oh yeah, he did say that. So yeah, like the weakest link of imperialism means that like in third world countries, that's where imperialism is the weakest link, right? So you have like movements in the global south, in Latin America, in South Asia, Southeast Asia. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure, like, but what do you think, imps? Like, I mean, the Marxist imps in the chat about you know, that statement of Lenin. I mean, it did happen though in history, like in Cuba, like in Russia, the DPRK. So those are the weakest link of imperialism. I mean, I don't think that do you really think that a revolution can happen in imperial core? I'm not sure. Yeah, the USA is the one successful imperialist state, a supreme predator on top of the food chain, if you will. All their might comes from robbing other countries, either via wars or their economics. Yeah. It's either neo-colonialism or like actual, like, you know, fucking invasion. Like how they, like what they did to Libya, what they did to Iraq, to Afghanistan, everywhere. Chile. I know Chile is more like they invaded. They didn't invade, but they more of like installed a puppet government. The coups that happened in Guatemala, in where Nicaragua. You know, remember the Contra issue? I'm American and she's speaking facts. America is founded on war and will forever be a warmongering country until a major government chance occurs. Yeah, I mean, you know, okay, so I would say this. The USA is a dying empire. So dying empires do what they do. America is definitely acting like a dying empire right now. They just want war. You know? Like that's why they did a proxy war in Ukraine. So none of the powers that be in the United States would actually want to like make peace with Russia. That's why, you know, Zelensky is not backing down with the negotiations, because, you know, he can't do anything. He's a puppet. He can't decide for himself. He has to answer to his imperialist overlords, which is, you know, the United States and NATO. So if you think that Ukraine is a democracy, no, you're fucking lying. Don't lie to yourselves. Don't be so delusional to think that it's a democracy. There is no democracy under imperialism. The weakest link in the chain of imperialism, Russia again. Wait, I mean, Russia is, well, do you think it's the weakest link though? Because like Russia is becoming a superpower, like in military force. It's like second to the United States, right? Would you say that still it's like the weakest link? The weakest chain of imperialism? Oh, I'm from Chile. I think revolution is more easy in the periphery. Core is too heavily controlled. I think so too, yeah. I'm from Chile, okay. What's your thoughts about the current situation with Russia? I mean, what do you mean? What are my current thoughts? Like, it's geopolitics is just more than one thought. I can't really explain it in an entire like in one sitting. There's so many things to consider. You know what I mean? Let's see. But we do need support from the core. What the USA and NATO decide affects us too. That is true, Fidel. I mean, we're not the only ones to do such stuff. What do you mean, American bison? America is the single most like contributor to wars, though. You know, the countries that you invade, you know, they're fighting wars there because you invaded them. What the fuck do you think they would do? Call them the United States. I mean, Jesus. I'm just saying, I'm just mentioning America in a colloquial manner. Let's not get can you please? It's too early for me to get into semantics right now. Okay. Like, I know that, but please, I am just trying to have a casual conversation here, okay? Let's not get into the fucking semantics. I know, I understand what you mean, but also it's way too early for me. So, I mean, bye. Thank you. Lenin, I don't have enough brain cells to actually, like, I don't know, backtrack on that. I don't know. Just let me talk, please. Okay? Thank you. Lenin was right about most things he stated. We had a lot of examples throughout history, like the Paris Commune, all the socialistic revolution. The other thing is that everyone is against it. Of course. Why would that's why Lenin said that power has to be seized. You don't wait and sit around and be like, oh yeah, let's do a fucking signature campaign to depose our capitalist overlords. Yeah, that will happen in I don't know, in a billion years. And that's why he said that you need to seize power. You cannot wait around and like ask. You cannot beg for power. You have to seize it, and that's what they did in October Revolution, right? It is not really US doing it, more like US billionaires funding it. That's generally the case for hyper-capitalistic countries. Yeah, the government is tied to the billionaires though. So like, I mean, when I say the USA, I don't mean the people. I mean the government. What the government is doing. Because basically, like, any capitalist government is a puppet of the billionaires, like of the 1%. Like, everybody knows that. This is a song. There's a song called "This Is Not America" by Residente. Spanish song and showcase how the states have destroyed and put in line Latin America. Really recommend to watch it. Okay, yeah, I'll watch it later. India has a lot of proletariat and are quite red. 200 million workers protesting under red flags is strong. Yeah, I would say yes. That's a good opportunity to like actually, you know, mobilize workers. Oh my god. What am I doing? Why am I talking about this way too early in the morning? Like, fuck. But anyway, you know me. I just go into a fucking tangent every single time. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, I had my lesson, and yeah, I've been trying to like maybe try to improve my breath support, because I sent my cover to my teacher, right? And he said that it sounds really dope, but I told him that when I was recording some of the glottal compression parts there, it was not as comfortable. Like, I felt like my head was gonna pop when I did those long, like, what do you call this, those extended distortion, I don't know, like sustained distortion parts, singing distortion parts. So he told me that it was just a matter of like breath support issue. So I was actually doing something right, but it's just my breath support was fucked. So he said that if I could like dedicate one lesson to just doing breath support, then maybe I could reapproach that again in a healthier manner. So yeah. The revolution takes place in countries that have the strongest class contradictions. This is a wrong of Marx. Lenin corrected Marx. Yeah. And also it happened in history as well, right? Like you really saw like the how it happened in history, how it happened in Cuba, how it happened in China, how it happened in Russia. Okay. Russia has shown its military is far too corrupt to be considered second in the world. In my opinion, that spot goes to China. Okay, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know. Because they're all, like, imperialistic anyway. So I'm not just like, whatever. So, I mean, regardless, like, if the United States is gonna die, you know, like, hopefully with a whimper, not a bang. Yeah. But, if, you know, like, as an empire, I'm gonna say. Like, if they're gonna be replaced, like, you know, there's a new hegemon. Digimon. A Digimon hegemon. Fuck. I would still say, like, you know, I mean, if it's gonna be Russia, right? Or China. I feel like it's gonna be China, though. So, you know, one imperialistic overlord to another, I guess. Fuck. Alright, Darth Asaran KFP Sith Lord. To poke into this, but have you checked out as everything unfold on the inside? What is that? Is that a song? Thank you for the super chat, by the way. It's not really. Russia has a huge lack of production. Microelectronics and other stuff to even self-sustain, not even military production. Okay. I mean, you know, Russia used to be powerful, I guess. But now it's just the shell of what it used to be. It's not the Soviet Union. Mono or not, second and even third now, unfortunately. The only trumpet we have is nuclear arms. Oh, okay. 21st century started with the rivalry of two biggest capitalists, USA and China. There's, yeah. I would say that China would be our new overlords. Because, you know, if there's really no like changes, like if it's just the mode of production doesn't change, you know, if it's still gonna be like capitalism, it's just like one like a really shitty master like the United States is. See, we're gonna be going to like a slightly better not you know, not comparatively, because I'm still talking about like an imperialist state, right? But, you know, China has not invaded a lot of countries compared to the United States. So that's a fact, okay? Like, China has not invaded a lot. They might have invaded some, like probably like in Hong Kong or something. I don't know. Would you consider Hong Kong a country though? I'm not sure. I'm not really well versed in the politics in that, but I feel like a lot of people would say that they would want like sovereignty in Hong Kong. But also a lot of people would say that Hong Kong is originally from China. Is originally China, belongs to China. So I mean, it's the same thing with, you know, Taiwan, or I guess. So, I don't know. I haven't really I don't have any opinion on that, like a strong opinion on any of that, because I have not read anything about it yet to form an actual opinion. So I don't know. But I mean, yeah, I would say that. Welcome, or you probably have to start learning Chinese now if you want to like appease the new overlords, I guess. I'm just kidding. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I mean, you know, there's some truth to that, at least. I'm just joking. But the US, I'm not joking when I said that the USA is a dying empire. And dying empires are doing what dying empires do. They wage war. They try to fight for their hegemony. Hegemony. I don't know. How do you pronounce that? Fuck. Hegemony. I don't know English. Fuck. China is on the brink of financial crisis, and whatever data that comes from the government itself is not really trusted. How do you know that? I mean, the United States is in a fucking financial crisis too. I mean, if the mode is capitalist, wherever you are in the fucking world, if the mode of production is capitalism, okay, there will always be a fucking boom and bust crisis. There will always be, like, maybe every fucking, like, 5 to 10 years. Every, like, it's a fucking cycle, okay? You cannot be in a capitalist country without the boom and bust. It's not even like the bug. It's the feature of capitalism. There will always be like a financial crisis. Because it's just simply it's not sustainable. How it works is just not sustainable. That's why you have fucking crisis every fucking decade. Do you know journalist Patrick Lancaster? Is that the soldier who is in the like an ex-military who is in the Ukraine? It's in Ukraine right now. I don't know. Breast support is probably the trickiest part about singing, at least for me. Yeah, I mean we all have to like deal with that shit. Putin is more of a classic liberal of the old school, not so liberal. So now, who are now rather called neoliberals. Yeah, neoliberalism is just, you know, a disease. Like what Reagan and Margaret Thatcher. Every empire rise and fall. That's the wheels of history. Rome used to be a mighty empire, but then they still crumble and fall. Yeah. Like the what do you call this? The dialectics is at work. Yeah, you cannot deny. There is everything happens in a dialectical manner. So I'm sorry, motherfuckers, but reality is just simply Marxist. Every empire rise. Oh, okay. I already read that. How do you consider China imperialist? I mean, there are like categories, right? Like for a country to be considered imperialism. I think they export capital. Duh. I think like, you know, if you read like Imperialism, the highest stage of capitalism, I think that China would probably fall into that. The 5 characteristics that Lenin mentioned. But for first and foremost, most importantly, they import capital. Export capital. I don't know. That's such a good song and band, honestly. And also, like, I don't know, they're expropriating wealth, natural resources in other countries, like in Africa, in probably in Southeast Asia as well. They do like soft imperialism though, like not in the same way as the United States, but still, you know, I would still consider it imperialistic. Supposedly, China's economy is a bubble that's about to pop, much like what happened in Japan. Russia now is just living off of what the USSR left, and it's pushing its limits. Yeah. I mean, if it weren't for the socialist foundations in the USSR, like, I think Russia would go back to its feudal state. Oh my gosh. Have you ever checked out Motionless in White's masterpiece? If so, what do you think about it? I haven't checked it. I would like to stay longer, but I gotta do stuff. Thank you for your always awesome content. If you will get any Russian questions, the same nickname on your Discord server. Oh, okay. All right. I will. Thank you so much, Mark. If you, I give you a pinky to check them out. Okay, I will. Hand me your pinky then. China is busy beating their own citizens. Isn't that what the United States is doing too, though? I mean, even hardcore, you know, fucking police state. Correction, China is already the overlord. 80% of products, at least at my work, are from China. Oh shit, yeah. Yeah. Dumping, yeah, the dumping of surplus capital. Yeah, everywhere. Surplus goods everywhere. Like, you can't, like, I talked to some comrades in Africa, like, in for example, in Gambia, right? So, one of my comrades there said that you can't even find, like, all of their stuff are made from China. So, you can't even find, like, a fucking, like, a match. Like, their match are from China. You can't find a local, like a Gambian made matchstick or something. Everything is from China. I remember the border conflicts between China and the Philippines. I think China has a border, like a territorial dispute with a lot of countries. Like, I think in Vietnam, with Vietnam as well, right? I think the point of contention is the South China Sea, right? Because the Philippines also has its territory there. And China wants to claim it. And also Vietnam has some claims in it. I'm not sure. I really hate, like, fucking territorial disputes, you know? And also, like, I've been getting asked by, like, my Russian imps about the Kuril Islands. Like, fuck, man. Like, I don't care. These fucking islands. I don't know. Like, it's not, like, my main concern. The fucking territorial dispute. So I have no opinion on them, okay? Don't ask me about them. Russia is just a semi-peripheral country. A lot of destroyed production and services. There are production facilities, but far from many as in the USSR or in real sector countries like China. Yeah, it's not as great as it used to be. China will be benefiting from authoritarianism for a while, but at a point of the hierarchy of needs, authoritarianism will start to become detrimental. But the thing is, like, authoritarianism is not, like, it's just about whose authority is it. Because everywhere you go, like, it's like, for example, in capitalism, who is in authority? The authority, it's under the authority of the bourgeoisie. Well, under socialism, it's still a fucking authoritarian. Like, any fucking communist worth their grain would understand. Like, it's still authoritarian. But it is under the authority of the workers, right? The authority of the working class. So it's just, you're just choosing between two authoritarian states. What matters is who is lording over you. May have worded that incorrectly, but who is in charge, right? So I would rather have, like, an authoritarian country where the overlords, not overlords, the ones in authority that have stronger authority rather are, you know, the workers, the one that actually produce the goods, that provide labor. So that's socialism, right? But, like, capitalism is only handed to a few like families. For example, in the United States, like, you have the Fortune 500 bullshit. It's still an authority. You're just, like, you know, under the illusion that you have freedom, but you don't have freedom. What is it? Like, what is freedom really? Freedom to be fucking homeless when you can't work a job for a month or two, right? You're just like, you have more things in common with a homeless person than a fucking billionaire. You would never be, like, no matter how hard you would work in life, in your lifetime, or 10 of your lifetimes, work as hard as you do right now, you would never become a billionaire. Unless you exploit others to get to that amount of wealth, okay? Like, it's just fucking stupid to say, like, oh yeah, you just need to work hard. Pee pee poo poo. No. Fuck off. That's not how it works. But anyway. Darth Azeron. Second Pinky to check them out. Just because it matches your voice style. Thank you, I'm an imp, but in KFP. Because you don't step on us when you're too cute. What? I don't understand what you're trying to say. But what do you want me to check out again? Hold on. What was that? Okay, as everything unfold. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. But I need to turn down... I'm not gonna include the audio though, because I don't want to like get a copyright claim on this stream, because it's just a chatting stream. I want to monetize it. I want to monetize it because I'm a fucking greedy person. Just kidding. I don't know. Because I don't want to get a fucking email every single time, okay? Like, I get, like, really stupid emails about, oh, this is a copyright claim, blah, blah, blah. It's not a strike, but it's just annoying to look at, okay? Alright, I'm gonna listen to the As Everything Unfolds, okay? Listening to it now. Oh, it's a what? It's like a woman? The vocalist is a woman. Okay. You're right, Darth. This is within my range. This is within my vocal range. If you want to listen along, Imps, I'm gonna send you the link. Hold on. I can... Yeah, this is definitely in my range. I like her melodies. This is a good song. I like her voice. It's really similar to Hayley Williams's. Therefore, it's within my range. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. Sure, I'll probably like listen to a couple of their songs on Spotify as well and pick out what I like. But I like this song, so I might practice this one. Who knows? I might, you know, sing it the next karaoke. All right, thanks for that recommendation, Darth. That was really cool. I wouldn't have known otherwise. Let's see. A neoliberal is a liberal who didn't get power. But they are in power now, though. A lot of them are fucking neoliberals. Hong Kong has always been part of China. It was stolen by the British. Okay, this is true though. It belongs to China. The protests there are US backed, much like the ones in Ukraine when they put Zelensky into power. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But I would read more because, you know, I can't form an opinion right now. But I would look into that angle because that makes a lot of sense. Russia is just a, okay, hold on. Oh, what music have you been listening to this week? Oh, I've been listening to a lot of Dayseeker. Like, holy shit, I'm addicted to their melodies. I like Dayseeker. Particularly, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna sing this a cappella so I don't get... So I don't get, like, copyright claimed. I'm gonna send it to the stream. I've been singing this the entire week. I mean, their entire discography, I've been listening to the entire week. I've gone completely insane. I still hear you 6 feet under. I like that song in particular. I woke up to nothing. Yeah. I'm still learning, but I like the melodies in the song. You're still speaking to me. I've built this barricade. Brick by brick, the structure pushed you under. Say that dad won't speak, but my sanity begs to differ. I'm listening to the song. So you're getting like little bits of acapella. I don't know. Deal with it. This is my favorite part. Please don't rip her soul away, 'cause I'm standing at her grave and I refuse to accept she's gone. Doctor, I'm on my knees. No medicine can keep my head from hearing the words she's saying. I've built this barricade. Brick by brick, the structure push you under. Say that dad won't speak, but my sanity begs to differ. I can't seem to think straight. I've gone completely insane. 'Cause though you're deceased and buried beneath, I still hear you 6 feet under. Okay, I think that's too much singing. I got carried away. Shit. But anyway, imps, that's the stuff that I've been listening to this entire week. Export capital, they do. Expropriation of resources too. In academy, even liberals recognize that. But problem is that nowadays relations are more complex. Even Chilean companies export capital in Latin America. Yeah, I guess so too. Like, we are living a different, and like in we have to consider also like modern times. So I guess like, I don't know. Someone make amendments to Lenin's like definition of imperialism. I guess I don't know. Damn. All right, let's see. Oh, the Fly Guy. Thank you so much for the super chat. But yeah, they definitely China export capital, and also they expropriate resources. So that's what China does. So that's why like I would not really call them a socialist country. They're more like a state capitalist country that is controlled by a communist party. So, you know, I don't know. But between the two of them, China has not done as much damage as the United States throughout history. So, you know, it's just really, I don't know, it's a hard choice. Fuck. We're all fucked. Okay, I'm telling you right now, we're all fucked unless unless there's a fucking revolution that happens that would turn the tide. That would carry us into the next century. But I don't know. I don't know if we could still do it. Because our planet is dying. Yeah, to say China doesn't invade and what China does is slow encroachment strategy where they slowly take territory from another example. It's border actions in India. I mean, yes, like they do more like soft imperialism. But it's still, for me, it's like, I think it's more, I mean, it has imperialistic characteristics, okay? You may not call it like, okay, fully imperialistic, but you'd be lying to yourself if you would not consider it at least an imperialistic characteristic, right? An imperialist characteristic. Chinese businesses aren't as organized as people think. They really just investors with a lot of money. They're not just loyal to the PRC. Yeah, I mean, you know, like if the mode of production is still capitalism, like this, it affects the superstructure, right? And in the superstructure, capitalist values are reinforced. So in that case, like, you know, they wouldn't have any like socialist principles. Of course, they're just after the money. When there's like, you know, when your foundation is built into the sand, like on like, you know, on a sand castle, there's really not much to build up in there. I don't know. Greetings to Gambian imps. Yes, hello Gambian imps, if there are any. How is your Muay Thai going, Mana? I've not been attending my Muay Thai gym because of the COVID thing. Because seriously, if you've been to a Muay Thai gym, it's just like sweat everywhere. Like on the floor, on the bags, everywhere. So you'd be touching a lot of people's like bodily fluids. And I don't want to get infected, man. When it comes to China, I always think of weird food, but there is one strange food that comes from my country. Do you know grilled rice? Which country are you from, Kurozaka the Lost? True, they punish the USA people if you get sick in the USA. You either go bankrupt or die, all for medical profits. Yeah. I mean, let me say this to you. If your education, healthcare, and housing is for profit, yeah, you're fucked. The people are fucked. Those sectors should not be for profit. I'm really glad, Mana, that you're saying such base things as a Marxist. In Russia, a bunch of leftists, quote-unquote, Marxist, in case of war in Ukraine, became tailors for liberals or red cargo cultists. I mean, you know, when you say you're a Marxist, you have to like factor in a lot of things. You know, you can't just like abide by sentiments, right? You have to like really evaluate material conditions. You have to be more objective. Morals aside, you know, like in order for you to analyze certain things, you have to identify like what is the primary contradiction in this, right? Primary contradiction is NATO. Fucking hell. The primary aspect, rather, in this contradiction is fucking NATO and Western imperialism. As a former manager, I can back up those facts. To progress, you need to step on others. That's why I quit management position. Good for you, Rego, because like yeah, I used to also be in a like I would say probably like a more semi-managerial position as well. So I quit that, and I decided to just work for 4 days. So because I can do this now, like I because of your help, I've been able to like I can now work for 4 days and I don't have to be in a management position. And I can actually like sing more and do more music and stuff. And do more streams rather. I've been having like more regular weekend streams now. I discovered Mana in my Spotify recommendations. Let's see, where's that? Yeah, it's a little bit of impromptu karaoke, but yeah, there we go. Yes, Dayseeker. Oh yeah, I'm just backlogging your comments. I mean, I'm just like back reading your comments rather. But yeah, do check out Dayseeker. They're really good. Like I don't know why I only knew about them, but thanks to Jun. Jun actually sent me like Neon Grave. So I'm like, okay, this sounds really cool. So I checked out all of their entire fucking discography. I've been listening to that this entire like last week. I don't know. Last Wednesday, I guess. I mean, the entire Wednesday. And this entire fucking week, like I've only been listening to Dayseeker. Like their entire discography. Just fucking dope, man. I love him. I love him. Let's see. Baza! Eto Baza! Right? I've been seeing those like Eto Baza kind of memes on Russia. It is based according to that translation. You never know. Lenin said he didn't think he would see the revolution in his lifetime, and then it happened. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We're going politics again? All I gotta say is, yeah, revolution might be necessary soon. Yeah, that's true, Andrew. I hear COVID is really getting really bad over there. Yeah, I mean, COVID is getting bad everywhere. Oh, thank you, Dayseeker is nice. We could talk about music all week. Would super chat, but the last Pinky killed me. Oh, lol, 100% worth it. It's okay, Darth. Thank you so much for sending the super chat, by the way, and sending that awesome recommendation. I would definitely listen to them again. I would probably binge on them. US doctors be like, "Oh, you have just a cold. Take rest." By the way, this consultation is $5,000. Pay immediately, please. Yeah, that's so fucking stupid. Like when I get sick in here, I would just pay probably like $10 max. That includes the maybe $20 max. That includes the medicine, by the way. Basic knowledge. This is base. Ito basa, yeah. Hell yeah. I'm just waiting for the revolution to eat more children. Yes. It is like fucking requirement. Can you even call yourself a fucking communist if you don't eat children? Come on, man. You gotta eat children, when, you know, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Ambulance rides are $2,000. Are you fucking kidding me? It's so stupid. Who the fuck came up with that system? Hello, Mana. Do you respect Kim Il-sung? By the way, it was his birthday yesterday. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. I respect anti-imperialist revolutionaries. Your ambulance rides were only $2,000. How worse could it get, Zion? Like fucking $2,000 is not the worst? Are you fucking kidding me? In fact, people take Uber instead of ambulances for emergency situations. So what do you use the ambulance for? The fuck? Isn't that like, okay, aren't ambulances like public services? Isn't it a public, or it's I don't understand. Okay, how does it work in the United States? Like what, how does it, how is it like $2,000? I had a fucking cramp like maybe 5 years ago, and I couldn't go to the hospital by myself, so I called the fucking ambulance, and it had a fucking joyride. And I only paid like $20 for that. They gave me some IV. I was actually dehydrated, so they were like, "Oh, you were just dehydrated. That's why." And I'm like, "Okay, fine. Thank you." And then they sent me home. But when I got there, like I didn't pay as much. I paid $20 for a fucking ambulance ride plus being at the hospital for a couple of hours. 7,000 where I came from. What? Why? Why 7? Why? How did that happen? How did they come up with that amount? $7,000 for a fucking ambulance ride is ridiculous. How are you We're not waging revolution in the United States. Holy shit. Only because he called 911. Is that? God, I wish they were a public service. Okay, they're not a public service? Is ridiculous, for real. Even Mexico ambulances are free under public insurance. Yeah. Holy shit. Some Americans are scared to have to pay so much that they can't afford, so they just deal with their pain even if it's terrible, because on the off chance it's nothing, they'd be broke if they checked. Oh fuck. So you would like, if you like, you know, if you would have cancer, you would just find out later because you don't go in for like an annual. Do you have annual health checks like in the States? Like, I mean, my company pays for my annual health check. Do your companies pay for yours? Because they'll just call us commies. Yeah, because communism, socialism is when the government does stuff. And when the government does more stuff, it's fucking what? What, imps? Fucking communism. It's so fucking dumb. Like, people just really think that like like in the, what do you call this, in social democratic countries, sock dem countries, like what, in Scandinavia, right? They would be like, oh yeah, like socialism is when you have free healthcare, education, and housing and stuff like that. These things are dope, but it is not what socialism is. Okay, socialism is when the mode of the, what do you call this, the means of production is under the authority, are handed over to the workers, for them to decide how they're getting paid for their labor. It's the social, it's about the relationship of like the mode of production. So still, like, countries like social democratic countries like Sweden, Finland, Norway, Iceland, I mean, the mode of production is still capitalism. And like any capitalist state, they would still be subjected to capital. It would always still like circle back into, it would always like degrade over time. Because that's just how the nature of capitalism is. You can't like, it's like I said before, it's the feature, not the bug. So they would always still capitulate to capital. So over time, the funding for public funding for the public sectors would deteriorate over time. Socialism is when you watch Mana stream, and when you simp for Mana, that's communism. That is the only definition I would accept from now on. Socialism is when you watch my streams. I had a dislocated shoulder, and my 911 ride of 5 miles cost $1,700. That is fucked. That I just cannot imagine, like, living under. Oh my gosh. But okay, so like, see here, I live in a country where it's still capitalist, but we have like, you know, we have these aspects socialized, at least. I mean, at least the fucking government here realizes that if you take too much away from the people, You know, they would not like be as compliant or what do you call this? Obedient. So, you know, they had a little bit of sense into not taking away our social programs. The social safety nets, rather. Communism is when surplus value is redistributed through public funds, consumption for everyone and does not go into the pockets of individuals. That is true. Yes. This is what, like, the basic characteristic of communism. And also, like, it's not like, you know, I mean, communism is the state where when you really say that, okay, we've achieved communism, that's when money is dissolved. Like, money is abolished. Money and states are dissolved. So you have to go through like a lot of, maybe they say that 80%, if 80% of the world is socialist, we might have achieved communism. Might not happen in my lifetime. I don't know. But hey, you know, we can dream. And by dream, I mean we can wage revolutions. You gotta put it into praxis. You can't just be like, yeah, we sit around here and talk, but, you know, we actually have to, like, go out there, mobilize. Maybe, like, for it, depending on your material conditions, you know, if you can only, like, join a union or, like, a labor movement, you know, do what you gotta do, you know. From each according to their ability, to each according to his needs. To their needs, rather. Is it possible to call a doctor at home in the USA when you get sick? I don't know. I'm not from the US. I went to the hospital concerned I might be about to have a heart attack. Turns out I sprained my shoulder and they charged me $3,000 for some ibuprofen. What? Next time I'll just have the heart attack. Oh my fucking god. Communism is when Star Trek. I mean, yeah. Star Trek, yes. They've achieved, like, what is that? What have they, like, on the Kardashev scale? I mean, Star Trek might have, I don't know. Did they achieve the second level? Because I know, like, at the moment, on the Kardashev scale, the Milky Way. I mean, humans, we're still, like, a type. Are we a type 1 civilization? Type 0? I'm not sure. Where do we sit on the Kardashev scale? I love the fact that the moment I come into the stream and I hear communism, I mean, when I'm not singing, I just rattle my mouth and speak about this. Take it or leave it, imps. It is what it is. People want money and state, though. Might not be fair to just dissolve them in the name of its own. No, it's not. You know, that's not what we meant when states and money are dissolved. It's gonna dissolve naturally. Like, the concept is, like, when everything is efficient and running by itself, like, you wouldn't need a state apparatus anymore. You wouldn't need money to trade anymore. It's just naturally gonna fade. That's what it means when we say the dissolution of money and state, right? It's not a forceful dissolution of these things, okay? Maybe read Marx and Lenin again, right? So we can go over through these basic concepts and actually have, like, a fruitful conversation and not go over the basics over and over and over again. Okay, anyway. Some of you might not be Marxist though, but yeah, if I was talking to a Marxist, like, please reread, do your basic readings on Marx and Lenin. Unions unfortunately do not work in the U.S. system because of corruption and, yes, telemedicine. No, it's not just the unions. Like, you can just join, like, indigenous movements. movements that are headed by indigenous people for like national liberation and stuff like that. You know, like you can do whatever. You can do a lot of things to actually like help out the working class in the United States. You can be there in presence, you know, but it's definitely better to like, I mean, you could also like give mutual aid, but it's always good to like talk to like fellow workers, you know. In Star Trek The Next Generation, Earth is a classless, moneyless society. Yeah, that's communism. Well, and of course, the most important characteristic of communism is that half of the country is in the gulag and the other half is guarding them. Yeah. Yes, accurate. Very accurate. Okay, so we are on the type 0. Type 0 on the Kardashev scale. Star Trek achieved the coveted luxury gay space communism. I wish, you know. I wish we are in Star Trek. How would space communism work when multiplanetary? I mean, bruh, we like worry about our own planet first, okay? Fuck, our planet is dying. We can worry about multiplanetary whatever the fuck later on, okay? From each according to his ability, to each monastery. Music and politics. What else do we talk about here? I remember a few cursed food no more conversations about cursed food. Like I just I need to eat soon. I need to eat my lunch soon, so do not ruin my appetite, please. It is an interesting question and thought on how to keep government still close to people. To not repeat what happened to USSR after Stalin's death. Like, yeah, we need to like definitely look into the mistakes of attempted socialisms, right? How the fuck are we? How else are we gonna fucking improve? Like, how else are we gonna move forward and not make the same mistakes if we don't criticize what happened in the past, right? And you're not a fucking Marxist if you just be like, oh yeah, this is just great. Everything is flowers and butterflies. No, that's not how it works. We recognize the good and then we also criticize the bad, but on the perspective of the left, okay? It's not like, you know, dunking on like what, like, oh yeah, Stalin killed like what 500 Gorillion people, meow meow meow, like, you know, those like just super like, oh yeah, there's no sex in the USSR, like there's like no freedom, like those are stupid like propagandistic like black propaganda from the West. Those are dumb. Let's ignore those. But there are legitimate criticisms on socialist states or former socialisms, right? Like past socialisms that we need to pay heed to, you know? There are a lot of points that need to be addressed or like need to take into consideration so that we don't make the same fucking mistake over again. And you know, like open for example, if we did establish a socialist society again, like we do not, you know, do make decisions that would lead up to like what, like the restoration of capital, like what happened during Khrushchev's reign, I guess, you know. I'm a nihilist and not the cool kind. I'm the whiny kind who hides inside and complains. Yeah, I'm self-aware. Yeah, so maybe, so if you're self-aware, Zion, what are you doing about it? Like, are you just gonna sit here and just be like, I'm a whiny bitch, and just bitch for the rest of your life? So what are you gonna do about it? It's all about, like, sometimes, you know, you gotta change your perspective sometimes. Like, I would say that I'm still optimistic. Like, we need to have revolutionary optimism, rather. Communism is when I eat babies for breakfast. That is also accurate. Very, very accurate. Love that definition. Mana, are you interested in Peruvian vegan recipes? Yes! Can you give me any Peruvian vegan recipes? Taro latte? We are between type 0 and type 1, but still years away from it if we keep making wars between us. Yeah. Wait, why would you say that we're almost type 1? We're literally at nothing level. Yeah. Gorillion is now my favorite number. Yeah. 100 Gorillion. 500, whatever. Khrushchev. Khrushchev! Okay, Khrushchev. Oh yeah, because like when the E is more like right? Khrushchev. Like Gorbachev. Okay, gotcha, imp. Thank you so much for that. Let's see. What was that? Yeah, probably I'm trying to self-improve currently. Changing the world is out of my scope. You know, when you have like that is enough, you know, like whatever you're, like I said, from each according to their ability, to each according to their needs. So if you need to work on yourself, but by all means work on yourself, because you don't have enough spoons to like organize a labor union or whatever, you know, do what you can, man. And if you have a good head on your shoulders, you know, yeah, later on in life you might be able to like organize with your fellow workers. What? Are we not going to repress people? I'm very upset. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. We gotta make some compromises, I guess. Based on our energy efficiency at the time, in 1973, the astronomer Carl Sagan estimated that Earth represented a type 0.7 civilization on a type 0 to type 1 scale. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so because we have nuclear power. Negative on type 1. Brandon A, you would need to dig up deeper, find biases, and analyze yourself. What did you talk about, Brandon? I didn't see it. What was the... I don't know. What were you talking about? We are almost type 1 because we can produce energy from ocean waves, air, etc. But we highly depend on petroleum, stalling our progress for alternative resources. Exactly, yeah. E in Khrushchev and Gorbachev is A. It's not E, it's umlaut. Sounds like yo. Yeah. Yeah. Because one of the imps on VK sent me like the video of like proper phonetics of Russian, like how to read the Cyrillics, so the Cyrillic alphabet. So I haven't studied a lot, but I can read some because of mere exposure to the chat. Like I just see the same letters over and over again. So I guess that, yeah, we would call that like passive studying. So I'm passively learning Russian. Socialized welfare is quite clearly good, but communism versus capitalism and authoritarianism versus democracy, the picture is still not clear. No, it's everything is authoritarian. Just seethe and cope. Everything is authoritarian. It's just a matter of who is in authority. It's just a stupid thing like, oh yeah, in the US we're a fucking democracy. What freedom to what? Become homeless? Freedom to what? Like die and get sick without getting treatment because you can't afford it? Fuck, how do you define freedom? Yeah, like democracy because we have like, you have like 32 or like 62 channels, news channels, but they all belong to like fucking like what, parent companies, a conglomerate. Is that what you call democracy? Waiting for a Russian learning stream anyway. Oh yeah, I should do that. I want to do that. I always keep forgetting. If someone is in charge, is authoritarian. Yeah. I mean, they're just trying to, like, you know, kind of make a boogeyman, like, oh, like a communism is authoritarianism. Like, bruh, capitalism is also authoritarianism. It's just a matter on who gets to call the shots, and I would rather that the people get to call the shots, not not just a few fucking billionaires. Do not read the Cyrillic that is written in the chat. This is the spell of Lenin's resurrection. Why would I not read a spell that could resurrect Lenin? We need him right now. Khrushchev was an average corn enjoyer. Yeah. Yeah. He loves his corn. Good morning from Siberia. Hello, Siberian person. If someone is in charge, yeah, that's true. Your pronunciation is actually very good, especially how do you pronounce I don't know. Khrushchev. Which is interesting because non-Slavic languages don't have this sound. I mean, I just mimic what I hear though. Mimicking. I mean, I think if you're a singer, you would be a lot more efficient at mimicking stuff. Mimicking sounds. My two-party system with no difference between the two parties is why I stopped voting. Yeah, and that's fine, you know? Like, nobody should shame you for not voting. The government is an instrument of suppression in the hands of ruler class, as Mark said. Yeah, it's state apparatus. About passive learning, this is the principle of hidden programming, the latest development of Kremlin agents. Yeah. Yes. It's the Russification of me. Kremlin botting intensifies. And you know, where's my paycheck though? Like, I need to get paid. I've been like Kremlin botting this entire time. Where my money though? Give me your money. Hand me over your money. Oh wait, no, actually no. Because I got scared last week. Somebody actually gave me a fucking $1,000. Holy shit, Archie. You scared me. I thought it was some money laundering scheme. So maybe I should stop about like joking about like you giving me your money. Because I don't I almost had a heart attack when I went home. I was like checking my PayPal. I'm like, okay, fine. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Why do I have so much money in my account? And I was like, what? Somebody sent me $1,000. And I'm like, is this a money laundering scheme? Fuck. So yeah, I had to make that post. I was so shocked. But thank you though. Thank you though, Archie, for giving me your really, really, really super generous donation. I don't know how you make your money, but I just hope that he did tell me that it's clean. But you know, that's exactly what El Chapo would say. Trust me, bro. It's clean. Yeah. Oh my god. You parrot the words but do not know what they mean. Yeah. That's what I do when I sing. People in my country hates communists and vilify them, yet their idea of a perfect government is aligned with communism. Yeah. They just don't understand that what they want is communism. Because like the word communism has been demonized in the West especially. Like it's been demonized all over the world that, oh yeah, communism bad, meow meow meow, pee pee poo poo. But like, it's just, you know, what if we just tell them like, you know, like my ideal government would be like the workers get to dictate the value of their labor, right? And we don't have to work like bullshit jobs, and we don't have to like worry about our mortgages because housing is for free. We don't have to worry about how we're gonna raise our children because, you know, their education is provided for until, you know, higher education, until they want, if they wanted to become doctors, they could, scientists, whatever the fuck, they could do that. They can dream big, you know. And if I would get sick, I wouldn't worry about it because, you know, everything is provided for. I don't have to pay a lot if I get sick. So now if you tell these to the average worker, and you wouldn't mention a single like socialism or like whatever means of production, you don't just have to like say that. A lot of them would agree with you. Like, yeah, I would love to be in that kind of society, right? It's just like the word itself is vilified to oblivion. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, communism, man, bad. Meow, mad. People in my country... Okay, hold on. I spent 31 days in the ICU and several later surgery. Yeah. I bet that you had to pay a lot for that though, right? Interestingly... What was that? Where's that? Where is that? Where is the chat? Okay, hold on. Interestingly enough, the author of a very anti-Soviet books, Metro 203, pictured best station state as what? Socialist? Careful what you ask, man. Yeah, I know, right, Andrew? I know. I learned my lesson, and yeah, that was really, it spooked me so much that the person who donated actually sent me an email just to reassure me that it was not some illegal money laundering scheme, and that the money was quote unquote clean. LMAO. I promise you, it's clean. I hope so. I trust you, Archie. Is there a way to really understand different political system without talking in bias, info, and propaganda? Because I don't know which sources to trust. It can get very risky at times. Okay, this is a really, like, I'm just gonna open a can of worms. Like, it's, you just have to, like, first of all, there is no such thing as an unbiased, like, information, okay? Like, everything is biased. It's just a matter of whether that bias is more in line with reality or not, right? Like, if you had to choose between the two, choose the one that's more in line with reality, okay? I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, it takes a lot of, like, skill to do that, like, you know, to just... Even like, professionals that have been doing this for a lot, they still fall into, like, you know, their own biases, because there is no such thing as an unbiased news source. Like, they you know, if someone says like, oh yeah, like CNN is unbiased, like, fuck off. I don't want to hear what you have to say. You know, just fuck off onto that. Like, be a liberal, neoliberal in a different space. I don't want to hear you prattle about it. About, like, democracy. Yeah. My God. Cause I don't. Okay. Engels sponsored you. Yeah. Yeah. I guess you can say that Archie is my Engels. Sorry, I can't this week. What do you mean? Rego, member for 7 months. Well, yeah. Thank you, Rego. They made sure to wash the money thoroughly. Wash it with the blood of my enemies. Oh, that reminds me. Soviet animation stream when? Oh yeah! I did get a lot of Soviet cartoon recommendations. I would do that, yeah. Along with like the Russian learning stream. The bourgeois are afraid of the ghost of communism. What about the yokai of communism? Over here. This bitch. There is no reason for people to desire change. That's just how it is, yeah. Just say Mina no Sando. Mina no Sando. Here in the Philippines, if you try to educate them about communism, they will literally red tag you. Oh yeah, I do have some friends in the Philippines too. Like my mama is Filipino. And June is half Japanese, half Filipino. El Chapo is a Mana simp. Mana, do you like bubble tea? Yeah! Why is that even a question? Worm can opening. Look at two opposing propaganda. In the middle is the truth. Yeah, the truth is somewhere in the middle, right? Like, just choose whatever is closest to reality. I mean, the thing is also, like, you don't know what reality is unless you're actually in there. So you gotta have, like, a lot of resources, though, to fact check. Life hack. Average information from multiple sources with different biases. Close to no biases. CNN and Fox are two sides of one corrupted metal. Yeah. That's not universal rule. You need to also look for proofs, documents. Yeah, of course, you know, that's part of it. That's part of fact checking. You have to hear on both sides, then make your own judgment. Unless they're a fucking Nazi, I would never. I would not like deal. I would not engage with a Nazi. That is my line. Okay. There is no between a Nazi and a communist. There is no both sides. Okay. The side you're gonna hear from me is a bullet to that fucking Nazi skull. Okay. That is, you know, it is what it is. Okay, don't get mad like, oh, Mana is so cruel to the Nazis. Oh my god. You should cancel Mana because she wants Nazi skulls to have bullets. No. Yeah, cancel me, whatever the fuck you need to sleep at night, okay? Go do that. And maybe after that, you should help your mom with the chores in the house, okay? I don't know what to tell you. Get fucked, okay? You have let's see. In socialistic society, every job is respected, from janitor to artist. Everyone is equal, and even son of kitchen worker can become next big scientist and bring new science revolution to the masses. Yeah, there is no like, you know, discrimination. Like, oh yeah, your job, like I'm like a blue collar job or white collar job, like whatever. That is such a very capitalistic thinking. You know, like when the revolution happens and then a communistic society or like a socialistic society is established, you know, you gotta fix that from the superstructure. The superstructure changes, you know. So these types of like thinking, these types of mindsets, mentality would disappear, hopefully. Subscribe to my commie fans. Karl Heinrich Marx. The thing is that there's pros and cons to any and everything. The issue between the two types of government is finding the balance between the two. There is no balance in I do not think that there is like, you know, yeah, I guess you could take some good from from capitalistic perspective to what do you call this, to develop the productive forces, right? Developing the productive forces, but you don't get stuck there like China does, right? So China is like saying, like, some people who defend China is like not saying that China is socialist or stuff like that. They're saying that the China is, you know, like developing the productive forces. But the thing is, like, so are they planning to like move on from that, or like they're kind of stuck, you know? So are they actually gonna move into socialism, like a real socialism, right? Because their mode of production is still capitalism. They still have billionaires too. So I don't know, like, I'm not, you know, I would not tell a fucking entire country what to do with their lives, you know. It's for the Chinese people to decide. But, you know, just saying from a third person perspective, it's just like, what y'all doing? I don't think that's socialism. Have you tried the imitation vegan shrimp that they're selling in some countries? If not, are you interested in... Yes, I'm interested in trying that. A fried shrimp. I would love to have like a vegan shrimp. What's reality? We live in a simulation. Oh shit, you're right. I think of it like this. If you don't use enough chemo, the cancer will multiply and come back stronger. In this case, capitalism is the cancer. Yeah, it is indeed cancer. That's why it keeps on, like, you know, if there are remnants of capitalism, if you don't continue, like, for example, what happened in the USSR, right? They stopped, they didn't really focus on class struggle anymore when the USSR was established. They didn't think it was necessary anymore. But look what happened. It gave rise to a new bourgeoisie. And now, you know, we're fucked. Because the USSR is gone. Love how nothing changes. First, after 9/11, the hate for the Arab and Muslim world was insane. Now, with the current war, Russians are being viewed as non-humans. This all never changes. But yeah, how come that the United States, though, is the most propagator of war, have never been, ever, like, marginalized? You know, Americans everywhere are, like, revered as, like, oh yeah, American. And also, Americans, a lot of Americans, the ones that I've met, are so fucking entitled, by the way. They think that the world should, like, bow down to them. Like, wherever they go, like, they go here, they come here, and a lot of them, like, I met some expats who don't even, like, speak the language. They don't speak Japanese. Like, they don't fucking, like, try. They just go to, like, their expat bubble. Somewhere probably in, like, what, Yokohama or something. I don't know. They're where the most of the expats are, and they don't fucking learn a thing. Like, they don't bother to learn Japanese. You know, they don't bother to like learn the culture, whatever. They just expect people to, like, bend to them, right? And I think it goes. It's a lot of that case, it applies for, like, American tourists. And you gotta be fucking lying if you would say that that's not a lie. You would say, like, oh, that's not true. American tourists are the best. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Mana, brutal but quite based. Okay. Mana slapping liberals like Will Smith slapped Chris. Probably even stronger. Mana, boss of the red gym. Do you think there's no such thing as money in this world? Things will not be the way it is now, politically and socially. I feel everyone would be in peace and be kind to each other. Yeah, I mean, yes. That is like literally the concept of like what we want to achieve under communism, okay? Money is fake! Equal shift. Capitalism provides socialism an extreme option. What is the most exploitative possible option available in any situation? Sometimes exploitation is needed to a certain degree, just not usually. I mean, like I said, like, you know, what China is doing right now, they're trying to justify it as developing the productive forces. So they gotta have to like export capital. Whatever. I don't know. It's still like, you know, we need to have like a nuanced take. Like, despite my, like, you know, like, I don't really see China as like a socialist country, but as opposed to like US imperialism, of course, like I would hope that I would hope that against US and Western imperialism, I would hope that China wins. Okay. So, because, you know, we will see in a couple of decades, right? Like, if like, the Communist Party of China really is trying to, like, pushing forward to socialism, it is not, you know, it is not for us to, it is not for non-Chinese people to decide. It's for the Chinese people to decide. You know what I mean? So, like, the thing is, you know, this is what geopolitics is. Like, you can't, like, while I recognize that China is doing like has imperialistic characteristics, they are nowhere near as imperialistic as the West has done, you know, since fucking 500 years ago. Since colonialisms began. Mana, do you agree with this statement, war never changes? It just depends on like who's fighting between, like what kind of, because there are different wars. Like, for example, like war between imperialist states, you know, that's bound to happen, right? Like, I think Lenin mentioned that there are, like, you know, there will be like imperialist countries will be always at conflict with each other. But when you like there are wars between, like, for example, the USSR and the Nazis, like Nazi Germany, right? I don't know, what do you mean about war never changes though? Do you know Dogen channel on YouTube? He's an American teacher teaching English in Japan and making some funny vids on YouTube about life in Japan. Now, I don't know that person. I don't watch these people. I don't watch like Japanese YouTubers. Like, I don't watch like foreign YouTubers in Japan. I don't have time for that shit. So are we going to ignore the negatives of China and how they're treating a certain group? Nobody's ignoring that. Wait, what? Have you been listening to my stream? Zion? Fucking pay attention. Do not make me repeat myself. I did say China has imperialistic characteristics, okay? Nobody's ignoring that. Fuck. Listen to me. Pay attention. Get your comprehension going, okay? Money is fake. Property is theft. Liberal democracy is dictatorship. We have so many contradictions in modern economics. Yeah, of course. There are so many contradictions. And the contradictions are sharpening too. We all need gutchy communism, finally. Right, exactly. Everyone needs to eat. You have to exploit to eat, but the degree to which is done in capitalism is rarely, if ever, justifiable. But we can learn from it. Just one major nature disaster, like a mass extinction, and people will learn materialism is useless and fake. I mean, materialism in a case of like, you know, like consumerism, right? Because like we have to like define our terms here, because when I say materialism, I mean like, you know, dialectical materialism, the tool, right? The analytical tool. But I think you mean materialism in a sense of consumerism, right? Let's just live in our own secluded island as hermits. No, Farouk. We are social beings. You can only do it for a time, for a certain amount of time, but it's not a sustainable life to live. Oh God, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I'm just kidding, man. Like, I mean, you know, I did say like when China, like China has a lot of fucked up shit. They do a lot of fucked up shit because that's the nature of like being a capitalistic state. You do a lot of fucked up shit. But I'm just saying that comparatively to the United States, they're not as much of a threat to the world. Maybe they will be if they will become when this contradiction, because for now in this contradiction, the primary like aspect, like, right, it is like, you know, is Western imperialism, right? So when this contradiction gets resolved, when hopefully the USA empire will die off with a whimper, not a bang, there will be someone, or there would be something that would replace that big gaping imperialistic hole that the USA would leave. So of course, you know, I mean, when China is gonna take over, then, you know, we're gonna be against China as well. It is what it is. Then we struggle against China, and if they're just gonna be like the United States, we struggle against that, you know. But for now, the struggle is against Western imperialism. Broke materialism, consume. Woke materialism. We look at the matter to understand reality in part. Yes, Fidel, that is true. That is what materialism is on a Marxist perspective. Porno Marxism is the way to sway masses right into the left side, yeah. Stop the horny left. Put all the kulak slaves into the dungeon. You will get used to China if you're from Taiwan. Oh my God, yeah. There's the thing about Taiwan too, like, I don't know. I've read a lot of conflicting views on Taiwan, right? A lot of people would say like, oh yeah, it's part of China. But of course, like, Taiwanese people would want to like have their own sovereignty. I don't know. BRB, man, I got a code. All right, Carlos. Have a nice coding time, I guess. If we look at animal societies, we see a specific economical model for each species. Humans are weird because we try multiple systems. Who knows which one will be the best? I mean, yeah. I mean, we do not know for sure in the future what's gonna happen. You know, we might live in like a combination society where it is more socialistic, but, you know, the means of production is still like capital. I don't know. Really, there is no sure way to tell. Really. What we can do is, like, we study the past so that we can build a better future, hopefully. And this is why we must spread Manaism. Unite the world under Mana and bring peace. I wish. I think it's in the nature of any nation that once it becomes a certain size and holds a certain amount of power, it eventually becomes an empire. Yeah, I think that's what happened with, like... Would you say that there was red imperialism as well in the USSR? Because I don't know, I need to read more on that though. Because the USSR is a really diverse, like, nation. They actually even like what they did with Ukraine, right? They had the Korenitsia or something. Korenization, I guess, like the nativization. So actually, Ukrainian language got legitimacy during the USSR, right? So the USSR definitely encouraged nationalism, like and like, you know, what do you call this? Like in that manner, like their native languages in a certain if you're part of, like, for example, like if you're Georgian, they want you to speak Georgian, right? Whatever. Or if you're Ukrainian, you know, you're encouraged to speak Ukrainian. So I did talk to a couple of imps in my VK chat that Russia, Ukrainian was actually, like, not legitimate during the Tsarist Russia. They didn't have any kind of, it was given legitimacy only under the USSR. Traditions linked with the concept of private property is not only the Chinese feature. Like, man, there were thousands of years since property was born as a concept. Yeah. Any capitalist nation, yes. The quest for infinite growth leads to imperialism. Yeah, that's why Lenin said that the imperialism is the highest stage of capitalism, because you need to expand. You need to export capital. Unite and eat babies. Power corrupts and stuff. Absolute power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely, right? Who said that? I forgot. Lord Acton? I guess. The only imperialism that matters is Manaism. Okay, I get with that. Like, I vibe with that. Wasn't Stalin an isolationist? What do you mean? Why is it? He's fucking Georgian. Why would he literally wrote a book on the national question? Why would... Okay, give me an example on why Stalin is an isolationist. I don't understand the term either. Like, what do you mean isolationist? Half of Ukraine speaks Russian. Yeah. Now, I find it really odd though that there was a ban on the Russian language in Ukraine. What's up about that? Any video game worth your mentioning, Mana? I don't play any video games, okay? Don't mind me, I'll be eating corn when China takes over. Still of a mind that though the idea of Marx and Engels are something fundamental to how we can maybe get a less messed up world, that the USSR had just as much propaganda as the States. I mean, is this even a question? Like, I mean, there is no such thing as no propaganda. Every country has its own agenda, okay? Like, every state has its own agenda, okay? I mean, at least the Marxists and communists are just honest about that. Like, of course, yeah, there is propaganda. Duh. Now what? What the fuck do you want me to say? There is propaganda. At the very least, you know, like, at least they're not hiding it as like, oh yeah, this is the unbiased. But in the United States, they would love to role play and cosplay as a democracy when they're actually a fucking authoritarian state. Okay, they're just cosplaying as a fucking democracy. Like, let's, you know, please take down your clown makeup and you know, see reality for what it is. The United States is a fucking authoritarian country. Native American proverb: Mother Earth provides for all and returns to the earth. Yeah. Stalin is called father of nations, isn't he? Yeah. He literally wrote the on National Question. Like, if you are a Marxist and you've done your reading, you have to actually read the on National Question. It's really important. It's a really essential reading. We need to turn Mana into a gamer. They ban Russian language because they are Nazis. I don't know, like, how did the ban come into play? Like, what was the fucking reason when half of your population speaks Russian? Why would you ban a language that is used by a lot of people? I don't really get that. Stalin, isolationist. Compared to Trotsky, wanted to start global revolution, Stalin wanted the USSR to be base of operation of communism, to focus on the USSR first and foremost, then export. That makes logical sense, right? I mean, Trotskyist, like, permanent revolution, right? Isn't that what Trotsky was trying to, like, propose? Is like a permanent revolution. I agree that those and most states use propaganda, but comparing USA to USSR is so difficult. They're like manaples and bananas. Yeah. Yeah. Because actually, like, yeah, it is really difficult to because what US propaganda does is that they say like, oh yeah, the US is the savior of humanity against the fucking evil communists. And the communists would just like the USSR would be like, no, we are like they're actually just defending their propaganda is just actually defending themselves against the propaganda of the United States. So yeah. But exactly, father of people or father of peoples, yeah. Stalin's starvation during the Ukrainian starvation, the Holodomor, should not be overlooked though. I think this is like the really like a very like overused, what do you call this? Like argument against Stalin. He did not pay the clouds to not rain. Did he bribe the clouds to not rain? Like how, like it's a famine. Like how do you like, did he will it to have famine in Ukraine? Because he did not. And also like Marxist Russians in the chat, could you like explain why this is like, this argument is kind of shaky. Mana, Chief Whitebird, Mana 2 base. Thank you. That's a no-go gamer need. She's not your gamer girl, GF. Yeah, I would be just probably screaming and not gonna be able to talk when I'm just gaming. If you're like making me play a game, and then I would just panic and not, I don't know, not have a good time. US is an authoritarian country and the leader is the gun industry, aka war business. Yeah. That's the biggest business of the United States. Exporting war. Exporting, like, armaments. The US has gone past propaganda, honestly. It's just completely disconnected from what information actually is in the first place. I mean, yes, that is also true. Everything returns to the earth, yeah. Especially the Nazis. Let's return them to the earth where they belong. Hey man, are you American, Japanese, or what? That kind of puzzles me. Thanks and greeting from Argentina. I am a demon. I'm a yokai. Does that answer your question? Russian is considered a foreign language despite the fact that half of the population speaks it. Therefore, all the prohibitions on foreign languages greatly affect most of the population. Why is there a prohibition in the first place? Holodomor is a made-up thing. The whole USSR was starving. That was like, when was that? Before the war? Lol, dude. Poland wasn't socialistic, but also starved these years. Was it Stalin's hand? Yeah, Stalin. Blame it all on Stalin. By all means, man. You should just blame... Yeah, you're... You got cucked? Blame it on Stalin. Your wife left you for a Chad? Yeah, blame it on fucking Stalin. By all means, man. Let's all blame Stalin. He is the reason why you got cucked. Mana, do not forget the phrase "Pizdish kak Trotsky." Pizdish kak Trotsky. Yeah. Please do not pizdish kak Trotsky. The Nazis are only a small group in the current war. They are state-funded, but Ukraine is trying to get all the help they need right now. Ooh, a Nazi apologist, I guess. Why would you say? Oh, you're really trying to minimize the Nazi the role that the Nazis play in this part, huh? They have Nazi mayors and Nazi senators, but oh yeah, that's just a small group. Only the leaders. They need all the help right now. Yeah, I would rather die than fucking like commune with the Nazis. We should just like kumbaya with the Nazis, right? Kumbaya. And all is gonna be better. Everything's gonna be a-okay. If we just hold hands with a Nazi, you know? Do you remember that? Do you remember that war with like you know, that scene on Lord of the Rings? How do you feel about fighting side by side with an elf? What about fighting side by side with a friend? How do you feel about fighting side by side with a Nazi? What about fighting side by side with a comrade? Oh god, that's so fucked. People of Donbass was against Ukrainian nationalistic politics, so they just got bomb free. Yeah. Yes, that's what happened. They got bombed for 8 years. They got shelled for 8 years. They killed millions of people. I'm blonde hair, okay. I completely see how effed the US has been in my lifetime with imperialistic expansion and rampant exploitation. I just somewhat challenge that any state has avoided unneeded exploitation. About Trotsky and Stalin, permanent revolution is not a non-stop war for proletariat. By Trotsky, it was nothing. By Trotsky, it was something like, let's take out loans from Europe. The revolution there will be right next year. What? Holodomor is an overhyped myth in many places. No one made a special famine. Trotsky is slight. Yeah, PSDH kak Trotsky. Yeah, it was not. There was a famine, but it was not a famine, especially because like Stalin hates the Ukrainians, right? Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck really thinks about that, right? Who really thinks that? Oh yeah, you know, Ukraine is part of the USSR. Why the fuck would they like destroy their own nation, a part of their nation? Why the fuck would they do that? If they did it intentionally, like some people would say it was intentional. No, everyone was starving. Because they were at a like they had a very rough start, okay? They were a feudal state. It was a third world fucking, like it was not even a third world country. It was a fucking feudal country, okay? And then within 50, can you imagine that? Within 50 years they were able to go to space. So can you still say that they're the first people who went to space? Would you still say that communism suppresses creativity and innovation? No. Because creativity and innovation belongs to the people. It comes from the laborer, the workers. Not regardless of the mode of production, whether it's capitalism or it's communism. The point of contention is innovation and creativity comes from the worker, the laborer. But however, in communism, it's just like in a socialistic society, it's more encouraged because it's not for profit. Like I would say that capitalism really like stifles innovation because people are only funded, like for example, like researches. A lot of researchers are only funded because they're profitable. Other research are not ventured into because they're not profitable. So scientists would do like fucking studies on Viagra and stuff like that because that's more profitable, you know? Because they would actually get funding. And it's really fucked. And that's how you limit innovation and creativity. When everything is for profit. So can you still say to me that yeah, the fucking Soviets did not go to space. It was just like the moon landing deniers as well, right? Get fucked, okay? I have nothing to tell you but get fucked. All right? No arguments here. Get fucked. Or would you like to say get wrecked? I don't know. Either or. It is like that Ginger interview with the Russian interviewer. No, that's not the Russian interviewer. It's the Ukrainian interviewer. Ginger was actually speaking Russian. Like the band members were actually speaking Russian. And the interviewer was speaking Ukrainian. They were starving because Stalin's massive emphasis on quantity in his 5-year plans and his reputation of the big Ukrainian farm owners to the gulags. So that's why they have a reason to hate USSR. Okay. Do you have literature to like so I can like cross-check that? Thanks to those always ready to dispel the Holodomor misconception and all those things which come from drumroll USA propaganda. Yeah. Fidel, you always have like really base takes. I think, you know, we have mostly the same takes. Holodomor was manufactured by a couple of Ukrainian government officials who disliked Stalin. Yeah, there's also like weird politics back then, right? They wanted to depose Stalin, of course. One of the reasons for starvation in the 30s is that kulaks were killing farm animals and hiding losing grain. Yes. I read about this too. That the kulaks fought, you know, like they were just like, they would rather like burn crops, they would burn entire fucking harvests, and they would like, yeah, they would kill animals here and there just to sabotage everything. Like, you know, their last stand. They would rather their entire nation would starve than give up their private property. Stalin asked Ukraine to give grain to help. Ukraine farmers say no. Stalin and army send army to collect. Ukraine burns the grain, denying it to everyone. Now with grain gone, famine got worse. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's the chain of the events. There were also really like a lot of nationalists in Ukraine though. That's why there were, during the Nazi invasion, there were a lot of Ukrainian SS members. Like local ones. They volunteered to become SS members. Is short hair mana penanceable? No! I would like to have short hair. Give me a fucking mohawk. Stalin did 9/11 too. Yeah, blame 9/11 to Stalin. For all I care, blame it to him. Holodomor continued. Ukraine, having now denied the grain, gave far more issues to the famine. And in panics to get the grain, soldiers attacked the farmers to get the grain before being burned. Yeah, that's why I got fucked a lot. And Stalin is making it so I can't get a job. Yeah. And Stalin is the reason why you can't get a girlfriend. Stalin fucked your mom too. Hey, you know. He's like the anti-Santa Claus. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. No, I saw mommy kissing Stalin. And you saw your mom kiss Stalin and he fucked your mom. I'm just kidding. Yeah, blame it all on Stalin. I don't care. We should all blame Stalin. I'm still single and you know, I blame Stalin, that's why. Stalin is the reason why I'm single. Just kidding. Poor Earth. It's already got enough problems. Launch the Nazis into the void of space instead. Okay, yeah, that's true. They're probably not good fertilizers anyway. They did have a huge famine after 1991. Yeah, because that's after the dissolution of the USSR, right? Moving knowledgeable farmers to Gulag seems to be quite a good reason to intensify the famine. What? I think that's like really playing into like the propagandistic, what do you call this? The black propaganda against the USSR. Anyway. Azov moment. In fact, Stalin gathered many children for a secret ritual, and now he's flying around the world in the form of a powerful ghost and spoiling everyone's life. Yeah, he's the anti-Santa Claus. He just ruins your day. You know, like, he just puts coal in everyone's underwear drawer. That's what Stalin does. He fucks your mom and puts coal in your underwear drawer. Ukrainian Nazis are not state-funded, more like vice versa. They rule and push their ideas to the point that Zelensky is saying Nazis are fine, let them be, I want to survive. Wait, how truthful is that though? I know that Azov and C-14 and whatever the fuck other Nazi factions are there in Ukraine. Do they have that much power though? But I mean, I was under the impression that, you know, the Ukraine government is actually, like, you know, sanctioning the Nazi groups, but not the other way around. I don't know, but because I know Zelensky is just like a USA puppet, a NATO puppet. And the thing too, though, is like he requested Ukraine to join NATO, but he got rejected multiple times. I'd like to support the Ukraine people and not the government. Yeah, I mean, yes, that is a good take. Support Ukrainian people, not the government. Mana, how many cousins in Russian or other languages do you know? I mean, do you really want to know? I mean, why is that important? It's, yeah, pretty easy to make people do things when you hurt them. Kulaks are not the most knowledgeable farmers. They were lending tools, grain, and other stuff to other peasants under big percentage. The kulaks are like the rich, basically the owning class, right? How do you like say how do you like describe kulaks? Like how do you translate that in English? Rich peasants, right? Now I'm sad that people in the US can't even remember that we created the airplane and it ain't even celebrated. Yeah, that's really sad. I don't understand why everyone buzzes about Ukrainians specifically dying in the 1932 famine when it was a countrywide thing, especially in Kazakh SSR. I guess it doesn't go well with the genocide thing. Yeah. Like someone said in the chat, it was a starvation all across the board because the kulaks were burning crops. Basically, the ones who sponsor the Azov and other Nazis are the same people who rule Ukraine. Yeah, okay. Mana, you once led a stream with a nice lady. I forgot her name. It seems Comrade Nikki. How is she doing? Will we see and hear her again? Of course! Yes, I will. I'm actually planning to do like a one-on-one, like socialism 101 kind of stream for the imps. Because I'm only doing these for the educational streams for the imps. Not for anything else. Like, you know, I don't really want to be like a solely political, like largely political content creator. Because that's hard. I can't like bring out, like I can't, what do you call this? I can't do like two things at once. Like I can only focus on music. And I'm practicing and putting out covers every month, almost every month. I'm just releasing music. And if I had to add more to that, like content creation, like political content creation, like it's just... I'm gonna fucking die from exhaustion, I guess. I won't have any days off, basically. And they had help from other established countries. Nazi Ukraine worked with them before the war started on a training mission from NATO. They're all the veteran fighters of the Donbass conflict since 2016. All the veterans and best units are in. Really? Stalin isn't my brother's dad. Fuck. One condition for joining NATO is not having any active territorial disputes, which Ukraine hasn't had because of Russia. Ukrainian people in general support Nazis. I don't think so. I don't think so though. That's just carpet generalization. Let's not get to that. Not all Ukrainian people in general support Nazis. I don't think so. That's a gross overgeneralization. Okay, let's not go there. We Russians are orcs. We steal their home appliances, and as they said. And how many washing machines and microwaves did you endure today, boy? Ukraine has a clown for president. I mean, yes, that I agree. He's just a puppet, though. He doesn't have as much power because he only answered to his capitalist overlords, much like Putin is also answering to his capitalist overlords. So, you know, they're both the same clowns. Kulak is actually literally translated as fist, not in a good meaning. I thought gulags were just the name of the prisons they use and not much else. Yeah, I mean, gulag is a prison. But you would say, like, you know, like in the United States, they would say like, oh yeah, I mean, we have prisons here, but at least it's not a gulag. Dude, you actually have slave labor because of the 13th Amendment in the United States. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You have like what? The largest incarceration rate per capita in the world. What the fuck is wrong with you? Saying that, oh yeah, I mean, you know, at least the prisons in the United States are not a fucking gulag. You know what? Between between a U.S. prison and a fucking gulag or a fucking labor camp in North Korea and the DPRK, I would volunteer to be in the gulag. Okay, I would rather be in the DPRK labor camp because at least they get to rest there and they get paid. It's still a prison. I mean, you know, like if you would say like, oh yeah, gulags are bad. I mean, yes, okay, like prisons in general are bad. Okay, so would you agree to an abolitionist approach? Like you're what do you call this? A carceral abolitionist. Like, you are against carceral justice. Okay, so if you would say that, okay, yeah, I'm against all prisons, then say that. You don't want labor camps, you don't want gulags, you don't want the US prison system either, right? But most of the people would just say like, oh yeah, it's just because it's associated with like a fucking socialist country, you know, it's automatically a lot worse. But no, it's just a prison. However, you know, if you would say that, yeah, I'm an abolitionist, I actually don't want carceral justice. So, okay, fine. Then let's abolish all prisons then. But don't say that you are like, you know, yeah, you're like against gulags, and you're be like, and the US prison is presented to you and you just shrug your shoulders. Fuck off, because you're not really actually, you know, you don't really care. You just want to demonize socialist countries. And that's in your agenda, you know. They will coup Zelensky and take power because Ukraine will be too weak to fight back against a coup, with their army thrashed if Russia does not finish right Right sector and Azov, they will coup. Yeah. Now, wouldn't it be interesting though? Like, I mean, what would happen if Azov and right sector would like they would what do you call this? They would coup the current Zelensky administration. My dad is Stalin, my mother is Mana. How was I not eaten? I am not human baby. I'm a mushroom from each according to their ability to each monastery. Fucking mushroom. Yeah. Mana on the D program. Yeah. I would love to be like in on the D program though. I don't know. But I don't know, like they're like on the really high level kind of people. They're comrades though. But that, like, my knowledge on theory is still like baby. Like a baby. I have baby knowledge. I have like basic knowledge on theory. I'm not as well read as Hakim. Mana, it seems like you're heading that direction anyway, just saying. No, Andrew Rodriguez, there is nuance to everything, okay? Don't fucking put words in my mouth, bro. Fuck off if you like, you know, like if you're trying to like say like that I would say that Ukrainians in general are support Nazis. What the fuck, man? I didn't say that. The government is like, can you like, this is the problem with liberals, right? The problem with liberals like you, because you think in black and white. You know, the truth is not black or white, okay? Reality is not black or white. You have to, everything is nuanced, okay? There is nuance to everything. So while I say that the Ukrainian government is fucked and they are supported by fucking they literally, there are Nazis in their National Guard. What the fuck do you want me to say? Oh yeah, the Nazis are not, it's okay. It's just a little bit Nazi here and there, sprinkling of like dingleberries in the Nazi like the fucking asshole there. Like, you know, like it's not, bro, what do you want me to say? Huh? It's a fucking, it's the truth that they have C-14 and Azov Battalion in their fucking National Guard. What do you want me to say, bro? That it's okay? Like, oh, it's alright. Like, a little bit Nazis here and there and not that bad, you know? Fuck off, okay? First of all. And I can say that at the same time, I would never conclude or make any like gross overgeneralization that all Ukrainian people, the ones that are in Donbass, the ones that are in that, you know, those people are you know, they support Nazis. Fuck off, you know? I don't want, like, I didn't say that and I would never say that. That's the problem with you liberals. You always try to think like, if this is not this is not that, blah blah blah, black and white. This is the block thinking that you have. You need to have more nuance in your life, man. Okay? Just saying, okay? Like you. Just saying. Oh, I am also just saying, okay? That's the problem with a lot of liberals. They get lost in the sauce when everything requires nuance. Because it actually requires a lot of thinking. That's a problem, right? You have to think a lot and like consider a lot of factors. But for a lot of liberals, they just want like, oh, who's the bad guy? Who's the good guy? That's not how geopolitics work. Okay. In general, yeah. There's no such thing. Like, it's not about the good guy or the bad guy, okay? Like, I said my takes on China. Like, I don't think that China is, like, you know, like the our savior, yeah, yes, or Russia, like as something like the force of good. No, okay. But you gotta take things in a very nuanced perspective, like in a certain specific situation. Basically, if the neo-Nazis choose to fight for their country, I'm not about to stop them for wanting to fight. Ooh. I don't know. Oh wow, okay. So we're really like so you're really like just we're just really apologizing for Nazis now, huh? Okay. Ravencloak. Gulag is an abbreviation that means head management of camps, not the camps or prisons themselves. Kulak translates as a fist from Russian, and that's how greedy peasants were called. Okay. Yes, because that would help you understand the development of communistic ideas and methods. Yeah? Oh, yeah. Yeah. People aren't a monolith. Like I said, like... So that's why, like, when somebody said that all Ukrainian people are support Nazis, no, that's not fucking true. And that person should fuck off. You fuck off, okay? But me telling me, you trying to imply that I'm saying the same thing, you fuck off too. Bye-bye. Don't want to hear you. Don't want to hear anything from you. I don't want to, like, argue with liberals, okay? Fuck, man. I'm just trying to, like, catch up with my audience, okay? I don't want to, like, get into, like, a fucking what do you call this? A non sequitur argument. Mana, have you watched the video I'm ashamed to be Russian? What do you think of this video? I haven't really finished watching it. And also someone in my server was just like, "Oh, yeah. I'm a Russian apologist." Like, fuck, when did I say that? Like, I've been repeatedly telling people that Putin is a capitalist puppet, okay? Where in that statement is in favor of his government? Just, bruh? I do not understand these people. They just like, oh yeah, you don't really like, you know, when you're on a gray area, when you're like trying to make nuanced takes, they would just like, oh yeah, she's a Kremlin bot. Oh yeah, fuck. Okay, fucking hell. Call me a Kremlin bot if it makes you sleep at night. But actually, if hey, Russian government, are you listening to me? Pay me though. But thanks to Solzhenitsyn, prisons are called gulags in culture. Ah, so he was the one who popularized the term gulag. In the West, rather. Many Ukrainians are simply afraid of their government and cannot openly criticize it. That's true! A lot of the people too, like the Romani people in Ukraine, right? They are tied to fucking posts. By like the fucking Nazis. Started with nationalist movements in Ukraine in the 1940s, collapse of USSR and separation of UA and its head under Western capitalist heel. Yeah. You don't have to support Putin to support right sector and Azov getting bullets into the dome. Exactly. I just want them, you know, I just want them to return to nature, you know? I'm a nature lover. And the thing is, I want them to return to nature. I want trees to have more, like, fertilizers. And I guess, like, the Azov and right sector, the right, you know, the right kind of fertilizers. What is the difference between a religious fanatic and a liberal? One is an insane person with childish beliefs and no critical thinking, and the other believes in God. Oh shit. Ooh, hot take. But I believe you. I mean, you know, I have the same sentiment. Yeah, kulak and gulag are different words, by the way. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I understand that, but maybe the people in my audience don't. Agent Mana, why did you reveal yourself? We can no longer cooperate with you and stop all the payments in rubles. You're Kremlin. Fuck! I messed up! Please, Kremlin, give me back my rubles. Well, they did give a bunch of Ukrainians guns, so it would be easier to rise up now. That's the thing, though, Ravencloak. It caused a lot of panic too. The Ukrainian government caused a lot of like a mass hysteria. They gave everyone a gun, and then they're just shooting at each other. Did I understand correctly that liberals ran into the chat? Pathetic puppies. No, I mean, like, that's the thing too. Like, I mean, I'm just fucking with you. Like, I don't want you to like fuck off. Okay, listen to the conversation. At least have a nuanced take. Like, you know, not everything is what I'm trying to say. I mean, I'm just being, you know, I'm just being edgy and stuff like that. But like, when I said that you should fuck off, but actually, I would tell you that there is more nuance to everything. Like, everything has a lot of nuance, and there's no black or white answer, especially when it comes to geopolitics. You understand what I mean? Mana, I was not talking about that. I was talking about when you said you didn't want to become a political channel. But that's the thing, though. It's not. It's okay. So also I want to address that. It's not even like my major thing. Like, it's just like when I have free time, like today. Like, most of my streams consist of like me singing, or me talking about the music that I did, right? I don't know, man. And also, like, why would you care? I mean, you know, I can talk about whatever I want to talk about, though. Because I don't answer to any corporation. Like, why would I self-censor? Why would I censor myself when I don't have any obligation to? How much, Mana, how much did Giga Putin pay you? Admit it. I got 5 rubles. Mana giving gardening tips. Yes! They are really good fertilizers. You know, if you're a nature lover like me, you would want the trees to have more food. Right? What better way to do that than, you know, bury the fucking Nazis underneath? Nazis don't deserve a fertilizer, though. Being a fertilizer, though. Too gross for our precious planet Earth. I'm grateful to see another perspective from this. This is not my forte, so please don't brand me as a liberal for what I've said. Gotta go, might pop back sometimes. I mean, well, I thought it was Solzhenitsyn who tried to popularize such term as gulag as some kind of camp of death or something, because when I tried to read his gibberish, I fell asleep. Like, Solzhenitsyn got cancer in the gulag and he got treated. He got treatment and he got out of the gulag, okay? Like, you only serve for a time in the gulag. Like, he was sentenced for, I don't know, whatever years. And when he was like sentenced, like he was doing his time in the gulag, he got cancer and he got treated. And then, you know, he got out and ran his mouth ever since. Again, I'm not a liberal. I was talking about something else. Okay, I apologize, Andrew Rodriguez, for like misunderstanding your term. Your what do you call this? Your message. I'm sorry. I got a little bit heated. Cause I really don't like people. I don't like it when people put things like they put words in my mouth. Okay, they tried that a lot in my last political stream, so I just got fucking pissed. You roasted me for no reason. I'm sorry. Fuck. I'll send you a fucking PayPal for the emotional damage. Would you like that? Emotional damage. No, I'm serious though. Would you like to be mad? Just kidding. I apologize. Okay, I stand corrected. Andrew Rodriguez is not a liberal. Okay, sorry. You were totally talking about a different thing. Fuck. I guess, sure. Okay. What's your PayPal? I'm gonna send you now. Give me your PayPal, dude. Andrew Rodriguez, give me your PayPal. I will pay you for an unnecessary emotional damage. Emotional damage. Is bald mana allowed, or do I go to gulag for that? I don't got paper and pen here right now. Why would you want me to be bald? Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh shit, hold on. Wrong. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to send. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Andrew Rodriguez, I sent you a fucking payment for emotional damage. Can you confirm? No, don't pay him. No. No, that's not. I need to compensate for the emotional damage that I've created. Emotional damage. Love your singing. Have a good one. Thank you, Venom666666. Member, Kin XY. Thank you. Welcome to Sinner. Mana be like, you get roast. You get roast. Everyone gets roasted. Yeah. I remember most of the panic was from the women and children leaving and the bunch of not white people were being left behind. Yeah, yes. Emotional damage. People ask for it. At 100% American Bison. And unfortunately, there are already multiple cases of shooting on civilians and another armed organization. Yeah. There's a bit of a meme with anime characters VTubers being bald. It's just random curiosity. What would this character look like if... Well, I mean, you know, I don't care. Make it... Bald mana is a federal crime. I wouldn't care, actually. I don't care. I mean, I'm also curious what I would look like bald. Your pronunciation of Solzhenitsyn is kind of funny. Not gonna lie. Like, I don't know. Solzhenitsyn? I don't know. Like, how do you pronounce Solzhenitsyn? Solzhenitsyn. I don't know! Solzhenitsyn. Okay, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna use this for mana. You know what? I'm gonna use this for mana. What are you gonna use it for, Andrew? Oh my god, there's a fucking bot. Wait, Andrew, you became a member. Good one. Good one, dude. Kiryan Akira, welcome to Sinner. Okay. You just sent the money back to me though. There, I've been meaning to do that for a while. Good one. Okay. Good one. That, what I just did, now he became a member. I sent you money so you could be a member. Mana gave money for Andrew to join membership. Welcome to the memberships. He also chose the higher tier. Some heretic. So Andrew is mind protected now. Okay, this is really funny. Okay. All right, well played, Andrew. Well played. A net neutral. Twerkium's barbershop be poppin'. Anyone else want a haircut? Okay. Jordan Newell, welcome to Sinner. Thank you, new members. Oh, so this is how basic economics work? What a power move, yeah. That was pretty funny. Andrew and Mana pulling a pro gamer move. That was really funny. Boom! Drops Mike. Okay, you got me there, Andrew. I give you that. After giving you emotional damage, I deserve that. What a turnaround. Who would have thought, right? This is hilarious. I don't know. Perfectly balanced. You paid for his own membership. I did. Oh my god. Why won't my comments go through? I don't know, Nezuko-chan. Were you actually like commenting some weird shit though? Because if you were, you probably got blocked. Like shadow banned. I'm not shadow banned, but like automatically like filtered out. Give me emotional damage. Sorry. What I did to Andrew was actually accidental. So it was an accidental emotional damage. Because he was talking about a completely different thing and I took it as like something that I was like something that I had in mind. Trust me, I'm dying on the floor right now. Fuck! 5D chess in play. Holy shit. How did this turn out? Why? But yeah. Like, yeah, seriously though, I apologize, Andrew. And I hope like you enjoy being a member for a while. Emotional damage payment. We can say he paid with the same coin. How about I give you emotional damage? No! I mean, can you? Do you dare? Do you dare? Do you really wanna fight me? Do you wanna catch these hands? Bitch, I catch you in the street with some beef. Bitch, I beat your ass. It's a big... I'm not gonna get DMCA'd with that, right? It is big brain move to pay people for membership. You pay them once, stop paying, then they keep paying for themselves later and just collect profit. Emotional damage. How good are you now in Russian? No, I'm not good at Russian at all. You good, Mana. Much love to you. Thank you, Andrew. Sorry about that. But comrade, will emotional damage be distributed equally under communist? Of course! It will be a dictatorship of the monetariat. A dictatorship of only me. That is real. That is real communism. It's a privilege to get emotional damage from Mana. Fuck. Oh. You might be DMCA. Depends if they look in the stream or not, given how far it is for the stream. Yeah. I mean, how many hours has it been? I've been running my mouth for like almost 3 hours now. So after like my vocal lessons, yeah. I probably should stop. I probably should start shutting the fuck up so I can actually record tomorrow. The privilege of slapping someone in the face while getting paid for slapping people. Just a whole nation of Mana clones. How would that look like though? That would be really boring. Hello, Sims! Hello, Sims! You are now Sims. Not imps. You are Sims. It's finally spring in Russia. My bear, for joy, swelled again and missed the change of plutonium rods in the pot-belly stove. So I go online through a chip from COVID. Okay, that makes totally makes a lot of sense, okay? From each according to their abilities, to each according to his lack of emotional damage. The only emotional damage I am able to provide is by weaponizing my own damage and just add big mood at the end in order to disguise it as ironic joke. Well, Nova, right? I'm sorry about your life. R.I.P. Usually safe after like 30 minutes. Of what? After 30 minutes of what? Plutonium, like... What? I took a shower, came back, and you're still streaming. Of course! I'm running my mouth for... I've been running my mouth for 3 hours now. Because I can. I just weaponize cringe. It's much cheaper. That is true. That is what I do. I weaponize cringe. Why are we a Sims character now? Sims, social imps. Oh, socialism. Socialism. I heard something about catching hands. Yes. Do you really wanna fight me? Do you wanna catch these hands? Hi, from front. Sitting with my companion on blog post. What? What is blog post? What do you mean from front? By the way, don't forget to update your COVID chip once in a while, people. Oh yeah, true. I need to get my update soon. Fuck, my signal's really low these days. Oh, just 30 minutes of streaming, then people start to go off a bit. Okay, yeah. Imagine having a country with a whole monoclone population. Yeah, that would be a nightmare. Bruh, I went to school and ate dinner and took a shower, and she still has been talking. Okay, I'm sorry. Not sorry. If you don't want to listen to me talk, don't go to my stream. Problem solved. Mouth doesn't have legs. How it runs though? I don't know. How long are that person shower? No, you're curious how long someone showered. Okay, I need to eat my lunch though because I'm getting hungry. And I need to go home and I want to get a nail appointment, okay? Imps. I want to have my nails done for the first time in my life. I want to try what it feels like to have like acrylic nails, okay? I want to have like really like good acrylic nails. So I'm going to try to like get an appointment for tomorrow. What do you mean? I mean from war, from Ukraine. Wait, you are in Ukraine right now? Are you a soldier? Wait, are you a Russian soldier? Fuck. Imagine how the news would report on the Manitariat. The monoclone population is now being followed by people who call themselves emotional damage imps. Mana be like, do you want to catch these hands? And I'd be like, that's how I say hello to people. I have several assault charges against me. Fuck. Hungry Mana is angry. Okay, maybe that's why I got a little bit angry because I'm actually hungry. I'm hangry, imps. So again, I apologize to Andrew for being in a hangry situation. It's not good for me when I'm hangry. Manicure time, girls. Yes, I want to get a mani. I want to get a mani-pedi, but like it's expensive. So I'm just gonna get a manicure. Like, I'm gonna get my nails done. Breaking news! The screaming metalhead VTuber Manaftakchi buys subscribers live. We hope YouTube will react immediately and ban her for shameful ways of developing the channel. Yeah. I just paid, members. Hey, I'm gonna give you money for emotional damage so that you can subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my memberships. Metal girl, yes. You need to have fierce nails so that you can scratch a liberal when you want. You can weaponize your nails, you know? Hangry is a scientific emotion. Yes. Oh, no, I'm a Ukrainian soldier of territorial defense. What do you mean? Like, are you from, like... Wait, are you allowed to, like, have phones? You probably shouldn't be, like using your phone, though, because you're gonna get tracked. Artificial inflation. It happens to the best of us. I'm just glad that it got cleared up. Okay. Rego, subscribe to membership to receive further emotional damage. Yeah, all of my members have their free emotional damage once in a while. He means he's a volunteer soldier. Oh, okay. Mana gets hungry and obliterates an entire country in search of tasty noodle. Militia, okay. Wait, against whom? Against the Russians? There are some soldiers who do report on the news on YouTube while there's fighting going on. It's pretty frightening. Yeah. I mean, can you actually, like... Are you gonna be okay watching my stream? Like, dude, don't die out there, man. How are you in a war and have time to watch my stream? Please, take care of yourself. Oh my god. I'm actually worried about your safety. Terror defense is volunteer formations. Oh, okay. Been seeing a lot of stuff out of the soldiers on the front lines. Territorial defense is equals militia. He said he is Ukrainian militia, and I suppose he is militia and no one cares about he has a phone or not. Oh, okay, so nobody cares if he has a phone or not. Mana, if I say that I baby, do you want to eat me? No, I don't want to eat you. I want to eat actual babies. Might not be smart to use your phone. Russians might track your position. Bro has his priority. Mana stream is first, then come war. Fuck. Dude, take care of yourselves, though. Yes, we are allowed. Government said we can't track... That we can't get tracked down? Really? I shall gather a special imp squad called Emotional Damage focuses on giving emotional damage. Emotional damage! After scratching a liberal, wash your hands. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, mates, for explaining. First mana, then war. I'm gonna be alright. Are you sure? There were some Ukrainian soldiers who doxed themselves on Reddit by posting their pictures. That was kind of dumb. Yeah, don't do that. Slava Ukraine? Like, is that actually like, isn't that like what Asav would say? Slava Ukraini? The Russians withdrew from the northern part of the country, Kiev, Chernobyl, Chernihiv? Nihiv? I don't know how the fuck do you say that? And West Lviv is still being air raided and bombed, but not urban fighting, thankfully. As communist, can we have babies and corn for breakfast? Yeah, why not? It's like a cornbread. Like, make it into a corn baby. Like cornbread, but like babies. Corn baby. Weird priorities, but okay. Breaking news, Ukrainian government canceled geolocation, so imps might watch their weekly metal VTuber stream. It's the eastern and southern parts of Ukraine where the fighting is heaviest, because Ukraine pushed Russia out of the north. Oh. If the enemy sees you using your phone, throw thy phone on them works every time. I think that's enough of the joke. Yeah. That man has his priorities straight. I salute. Really, in the first days of war, they said this. Heroyama Slava. What does that mean? Glory to Ukraine. Oh Lord, the chat is Slavic again. Isn't it always? Heroyam Slava. What is that? What does that mean? It sounds like a good source of bran. It was supposed to be a satire. I didn't take it as such. Oh, Slava Ukraini is this is an old phrase of the Bandera Nazis. Yeah, the Bandera Nazis. Stepan, was it Stefan Bandera, right? He's a fucking SS, right? Mana said, "Glory to Ukraine." Another agent of Zelensky revealed. Oh yeah, like first I am a Kremlin bot, and now I am a Zelensky bot. Azov battalion has mostly been wiped out so far because of the siege of Mariupol. That's good. Most of the fascists have been KIA, killed in action. Oh, that's really good. How do I become a member of this channel? What? You just memberships. You go to my home channel and then you can subscribe to the memberships. It means glory to heroes. Okay. Heroyama Slava. Heroyam Slava. Russia actually let the North to regroup. There was no fighting in there. Just remember the imp squad is ready to raid the enemy. Heroyam Slava. Glory to heroes. Okay. Thank you for the translation. Oh, by the way, Russians captured a Brit volunteer who served alongside Azov. He is currently in captivity, and if tribunal will happen, he will most likely receive 15 years of imprisonment. Only 15 years? For basically fighting with Nazis? No, Antonio Banderas. Stepan Bandera. Oh, I'm also in Azov. Have their patch. Wait, you're in Azov? No! Hell no, dude, no! Why are you in Azov? Why are you watching my stream? Wait a minute, what? Yo, no. Okay, Bandera wasn't in SS. He was a collaborationist and had his own soldier. Okay, so those are the Bandera Nazis. Mana is a gremlin of babies. Yes. According to Russian news, Azov is everywhere. In one stream without donations from the Kremlin, Mana became a Ukrainian agent. Big demonic energy, emotional damage bills. Wait, I thought that British dude went back because he thought, wait, this was real war. This was a real war. Was he a Reddit guy? Lenin was not right, he was left. Yo. Wait, yes? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with being an Azov? Bruh, come on. Why are you an Azov? Azov is cool. They defend Mariupol like Leningrad. Okay, this is I will just ban you. Like this is bye. Goodbye to you. See you later. Goodbye, Azov. So Mana a double agent or a triple agent? Azov Battalion is actually neo-Nazis. They formed after Russian annexed Crimea. Yeah. Yeah, I removed the Azov guy. Goodbye. Why are you like seriously, man? If you're gonna troll as a fucking part of the Azov, like, I mean, if you're gonna troll as a fucking Nazi, you're just gonna get, you're just gonna get banned. I love capitalism property. What's that? Oh, nah. Please don't joke about child porn, though. Do not do that. That was something that happened. Let's just hope he gives up. That's all we can tell him. Yeah. Mana is a capitalist agent. Yeah, that's why. I need your money. Give me money. That's why. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Give me all your money. Where's my money at? Communists murdering freedom fighters again. Poor country, poor people. Yeah, I mean, how can you be communist if you're not at least get branded as a murderer once a day, right? Yeah, please do not, like, okay, one thing you can't do on my stream is, like, actually, please read the rules. Please don't joke about child porn. And don't troll about being a fucking Nazi, because that's just gonna be, the end of you. Especially Nazi. I would just, like, straight up just ban you. Alright, so I think I really am hungry, and I think like one more like misstep and I will probably like fucking flip my computer because I'm really hungry as fuck, and I would lose my shit. Alright, imps. Thank you for joining my useless as usual nonsensical stream. It was nice, bantering with y'alls. Yeah, please actually also do not have personal conversations. Mana is Kolobok. She run from Russia and she run from Ukraine. She run from everyone. Okay. I came back at the perfect time. Enjoy your lunch then. Yes, no more hangry. Yeah, I need to actually eat a fucking meal. This morning I just ate 2 protein bars. That's it. That's like my breakfast. So I need an actual meal later after this, and then I'm gonna get a fucking nail appointment, because I want to have like pretty nails. Sometimes I need to enjoy life, right? Treat yourself once in a while. This time I am gonna get my nails done. Okay, so I can also be more efficient at scratching a liberal, right? If I have like acrylic nails, it would be a lot easier to scratch a liberal that way. Scratch a liberal, a fascist bleeds. Okay. All right. Anyway. What? Stream was really Zibis and Ahweni. I don't know how to pronounce that. Always treat yourself. Yeah, I need to eat like actual food. Fuck. All right, imps. Thank you so much today. I will be chatting with y'all or like singing for you next week. I don't know what's gonna happen, but like, you know, let's just roll with it, okay? All right. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do my girl boss thing here. Yes, that's right, Piotr. Just girl boss things, you know? Live, laugh. How am I supposed to live, laugh, love in this situation? Okay? In these conditions. Live, laugh, love. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Okay? Always remember, imps. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Live, laugh, love. And eat your babies, okay? Eat babies 3 times a day. Okay, motherfuckers. All right. I don't know what to do anymore. Okay, I'm really hungry. I don't know what to say, but this is it for me. All right. Later, motherfuckers. I was not taught how to sing. I was just self-taught. But now I have a teacher for screaming, so I can scream better. Thank you for asking. I'm gonna have my lunch now. Bye.